Thank you for tuning into my channel. It's been a minute since we've been face to camera. I wanted to come on here because I was thinking I haven't done a mental health update in a little while. Then I said, you know what, Kristen, you haven't done really an update on anything in a while, so let's just make this all one big video and get it over with. So I'm going to talk about some new things. I'll talk about my mental health, how I'm doing, how I'm settling into my new house, self-care, working out, things going on with my family. Not too much because you guys know me, I don't do all that. And where I am with YouTube and when I'm coming back, all that good stuff. I'm going to answer all of that. So my mental health has been pretty good. It has been. The last couple of days, let me mute this because I hate when people don't mute their phones. The last couple of days have been kind of and my sleep hasn't been that great. So when I don't get good sleep, my aura or whatever the next day is kind of off. And that's kind of how I've been feeling. But I always say tomorrow's a new day. Don't worry about what's going on right now. Just focus on tomorrow being a better day. Today, the day I'm filming this, is a better day than it was yesterday. I was just like in and out of the bed. I was just like, I don't know, I can't shake this. It was really annoying. And the more annoyed I got, the worse I got. So once I recognized that, I knew that I kind of had to just say, you know what, F it, Kristen. Tomorrow's a new day. And here we are, and I'm feeling much better. The new move into our house took more out of me than I thought. As excited as I am to be in our new home and my new office space and all of that, it's just a lot. It takes a lot out of you physically, which takes a lot of you emotionally. Physically, because even though we had movers, there was still so much stuff we were doing around the house, and there's still stuff, little things we're getting together, and we're not completely finished with what we want to do with the house as far as decor goes. It's just, it feels like my mind is going a million miles a minute. And so I'm basically telling myself, slow it down. You're not moving anytime soon, if ever again. So it'll come together when it comes together. But a trait with BPD, if you didn't know, and if you don't know what BPD is, I have the descriptions for the mental illnesses down below. BPD, there's a trait where there's this all or nothing trait. Like we either do it all or we don't even do it at all. And that's basically a Virgo thing too. I'm a Virgo. And once we start something, we have to finish it. So it's one of those things that in hindsight, I know that I don't need to try to rush and get my house done because I want to make sure I like what I put in it. But when you're in the moment and you're trying to get things done with your house, you want to hurry up and do it, and you lose sleep and you can't function correctly. I can't win. So now that I am very well aware of this, I'm trying to just step back when I feel myself going deeper and deeper into the whole all or nothing thing, because it's not going to help anything. It's not going to help me. It's not going to help anybody around me. So right now I'm trying to just recognize that it is an issue and just stay away from it a little bit. Not a little bit, a lot. But yes, that's kind of where I am. But with February being as hectic as it was, moving for anybody is hectic. It is. I don't care if you're moving from one room to another room in your house, just moving all the stuff, but picking up and moving an entire house. And when I was doing the majority, I did like 98% of the packing by myself. My husband was working because somebody had to pay for this house. And then doing that, but then I was doing a lot of back and forth. There was a lot of stuff that I had to go back and get at the other house, like stuff that we didn't want the movers to transport, and then I had to clean it and then do the final walk through the last place, and then getting everything situated, like change of addresses, getting trash cans, just like a lot of little stuff piled up into a big thing. And it was just a lot. And so with all of that being said, that's when I decided I was just gonna take a break from YouTube, because I had wanted to get back into YouTube like the second week I was in this house. It wasn't gonna happen. That was going on, and then I was just getting bombarded with things from people, with questions I didn't feel were respectful, in my opinion. You can feel how you want to feel, respectful questions, and kind of invasive questions and opinions and everything. I was just like, no, I'm not doing this. So if you saw my last video where I said what I wasn't doing for YouTube, that hasn't changed. And I'll get into that as well when I say when I'm coming back. As far as our house and we're settling in, look, I love my house. This is like all the stress of looking for a house and everything is completely worth it. Like I could not have asked for a better experience with our realtor, with our contractor, with everything. Everything went really smooth. When we started this process back in August, we were told the close date would be the 26th of January, and that's exactly what happened. There were no setbacks. It was just stress because when you're those last couple of weeks, anybody who's bought a house, there's always the stress factor and hoping everything gets done on time. But we love our house. It is slowly becoming what we want it to become, and I absolutely love it. There's nothing I don't like about this house. It's rare, but there's not one thing I don't like about this house. It's just very spacious. To me, my house is huge. To other people, it may not seem as huge, but I know my house is huge that when I yell for my kids from this room, they don't hear me. I told my husband I damn near need an intercom just for my kids. I feel like going to buy a baby monitor or something. But it's a great house for us because my daughter is 15 and my other daughter is 9. And you know, my oldest daughter will not be here forever, even though like I'm like stay home as long as you want because adulting is overrated. But you know, we're in a position where we don't have to have a house to grow into. So eventually our kids will leave, we'll still be here, and so we have a full wing that we will not be using. So for us, this house is perfect. It's not too big. It's big enough. It's more than enough space. But we absolutely love this house. Couldn't ask for anything more. And speaking of our new house, we plan on doing some landscaping for the backyard. Probably when it gets closer to spring, and I do want to turn that into a series. That is one thing that I am excited to film, is showing you guys. I want to start a garden series, like what company we're going with landscaping, and when I start my gardening and trial and error. That is something I really want to do for this channel, and I can't wait. So once I get that process started, then I will, you know, let you guys know exactly what is going on with that. But yeah, that's what's going on with our house. And speaking of our house, if you saw my last video when I said I was not doing any more like showing anything around the house as far as YouTube goes, because I did plan on doing like different room tours and organization, and I decided against it because just a lot of information was coming at me, and I was just like, I don't like this. This feels very stalkerish. This feels very invasive. And I am a fan of protect your sanity, protect your safety, and it's not just me, it's my kids, and it's my husband and everything. And not that I think anybody had any ill intent. I think people just sometimes don't think about what they say before they say it. Simple. And the thing about YouTube is that anybody can see whatever you post. You know, you can't really, you know, filter out who watches, because with YouTube you don't even need a login info to see someone's video. So with knowing that information, it kind of made me pull back away from showing like a home tour was never going to happen, but showing anything where anyone can have access to, because you just never know. Like I heard a YouTube story about 2 YouTubers and some crazed fan found out where they live and tried to come in and rob them. Like that happens, and I don't think people realize that from the other end, you know, because I like to think that I put a lot of myself out there when it comes to my YouTube channel. Like you guys know a lot about me, but there are just certain things that I just refuse to do, like show different rooms and everything, for safety and security. Another thing, I have security cameras in my house, and I don't want to show anything that shows where our security cameras are in our house for safety risk and safety issues. So that's what's going on. And so with that said, those are all the factors I factor into why I won't be showing like full-on room tours or anything. That's what it is. So with February being hectic and far in the move and everything, and with me talking about mental health, my daughter, without revealing all this information, had some mental health problems go on at school, and so I pulled her from school, and she's doing independent study. An independent study, it may be different depending on where you are, but she's still in school. She's still doing her school, she's just doing it at home. And she focuses on one subject at a time for 2 weeks, and then she'll go into a different subject. I was just kind of fed up with the school not taking all of the actions. And to me, my daughter's mental health is important first, and then grades are second. And so I figure if I pull her away from this situation and we have her focus on school, and I can be home with her and I can keep an eye on everything, it'll be better. It is working out wonderfully. With independent study, you can't just take it for like a couple of weeks and go back. You have to be out for the entire semester. So she will be out until the end of the school year, and then she will go back to regular school for her junior year, because I didn't want her to stay out of school completely. I think it's important for kids to have interaction, but I wanted to make sure her mental health was taken care of first. She's doing a lot better. She seems to be focusing more because she doesn't have all the BS going around at school. And with that said, always always pay attention to your children's mental health. I don't care if they have a mental illness or not. Always ask them how they're doing in school. Pay attention to different signs. If something seems a little off, pay attention to it, because there's a reason why your child could be acting that way. Ask them how school is. If you know something isn't right, go to the school, talk to the school, demand answers. And that's what I did, because I am that parent. And but now we are doing really well, and she goes to meet with her teacher once a week, and then she'll turn in her work, and then she has a test, and then she gets more work. And so it's working out really, really well. So I want to get into how I'm taking care of myself these days. I have not really worked out since we moved in. Like the first week we moved in, I worked out. I haven't been really working out that much. I have been keeping track of my calories though, and that is what helps you lose weight and maintain it, is food intake. And so I haven't really been feeling it and everything with working out. I think because my mind is going a million miles a minute, and I always feel like there's something to do. And I know that's not an excuse to not work out, but I think as things are starting to calm down a little bit, I can get back into a routine. It's not a big deal. I stepped on the scale the other day and I was like, oh, I haven't gained any weight, so that's a good thing. So I haven't really been working out. I will get back into it. We'll see. I'm hoping by when this month is over, I can just be back into old Kristen in the old house working out 5 days a week, but we'll see. As far as self-care goes, I did this really great thing on my phone. I started setting alarms. And in my Facebook group, my friend Bobby, who I've been knowing for like 10 years, she had posted that she has different alarms set throughout the day. And I did that, and from 10 to 11, every single day is my self-care. And so it is 1 hour self-care, whatever it is, whether it's a nap, whether it's binge watching a TV show, or a movie, or just doing something that is going to benefit me to help me better. That's what I do. And ever since I basically put in my phone for an alarm for self-care, it has been working wonders. And I actually don't turn on my computer until after 11. I don't. I used to get up and turn my computer on first thing in the morning, and then I would get nothing done. But now that I have alarms set on my phone, it's amazing. So if you're wondering, like, what alarms do I have set on my phone? Well, 6:45 Monday through Friday is when I get up and get my daughter to school, and and then from 9 to 10 is cleaning. So I come home and I clean, do whatever needs to be done. From 10 to 11 is my self-care. 11 to 12 is social media catch up. And then it's just kind of just killing some time. And then Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday from 2 to 2:45 is like power cleaning. So if there's been like any little small messages, power cleaning. And on Wednesdays it's an hour earlier because my daughter gets out early. And so everything is just done around my daughter's school schedule. And usually between 5:30 and 6:30 is when I'm cooking dinner. That's pretty much been what it is, because I want to be done cleaning by 7:30. And so setting these alarms in my phone and going by them has been a lifesaver. I didn't know something as simple as actually setting alarms could really help me, and it's really, really been helping me. So I've been getting in a lot more self-care lately, just by not turning on my computer. So if you guys are having problems with like getting self-care in during the day and you're in front of a computer, step away from your computer. That's why I'm glad that our office is in the front of the house and our living room is in the back of the house, because if I'm sitting on the couch away from my computer, then there's no reason for me to go sit in front of the computer. I'll just sit in front of the TV and watch a favorite TV show or a movie. Or I'm a DC comic fan, and I have these Harley Quinn comic books, and I finally started reading some. I've had them for like a year. But they're more for decor, but I started reading some, and it just felt nice to actually sit down and read something. And so that is what's going on. So the burning question, when will I come back to YouTube? I plan on coming back full-time to YouTube in March. I figure February, I had some videos go up that were some obligations as far as, like planner reviews and whatnot. And then the plan with me, because that's an obligation with my PR. But I want to put out 2 videos a week starting in March. I don't want to commit to any more than that, because I would rather ease back into it. As far as what kind of videos, I'm not sure yet. I haven't really thought about what type of videos I want to do. I have a couple in my head, but I don't want to say it just yet in case I change my mind. But I'm hoping for 2 videos a week starting in March. And that way we can just get the ball rolling all over again. And yeah, that's what's going on. I know it's been requested, a skincare collection video, and it is a video that's going to be filmed, but the way my skincare is set up, they're in drawers, but they're not organized in any fashion. It's really not. I have some things on Amazon, some drawer organizers that I need to order before that, and then organize them by skincare type, not skincare type, but skincare product, put them all alike. And then I will film a skincare collection video, but it makes no sense to do it now. You guys will just be confused, because I'm kind of confused and it's my own stuff. So yeah, that is what's going on, and I think that is about it. I just wanted to come on and update you guys about what's going on and when I'm coming back and all of that good stuff. And I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions that I didn't answer in this video, and just leave them down below and I will answer them. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, then what are you doing? If you're gonna give me a thumbs down, go right ahead. It's still a view. It's still money. So anyway, I will see you all next time.